going on today, fellas? Today is an exciting day. We're gonna do some upper hypertrophy workouts today, so everything from we're gonna hit a bit of shoulders, a bit of chest, a bit of back, triceps and biceps, right? Today it's gonna be a long day. Before I do my chest days, I like to, just stretch out my rotator cuffs and my shoulders because when I played football back in the day, I injured my rotator cuff. And trust me, it's not pretty, bro. Make sure you get your stretches in. Start with some light, warm up first. We're gonna start off with some incline bench press. To kickstart the first set of this workout officially. You gotta go 4 sets of 6 with these. I'm looking to conquer this weight. We're gonna conquer today. Easy 6. Feeling pretty smooth today. I won't lie. I'm gonna do the rest of my sets here, for the sake of time and ordinance. I'm not gonna show you all of it. You saw one set. That's good enough. Yeah, so obviously, as you know, these are your lat pull downs, right? I like to do, again, 4 sets of these, 4 sets of 5, though. So going pretty heavy here, right? Now, there's many ways you can do these, right? I don't think it necessarily matters too much. There's like slight differences. Like I like to use the bar, like the long bar, right? Because I grip right here. But you can use a shorter bar and do like the overhand grip. So you can do an underhand grip with this. It doesn't really matter. Either or is pretty much the same pack. Pretty much working your lats anyways. I think for the weight today, I'm going to use 180 pounds, man. See if you can get 5 reps here. Wish me luck, boys. Oh, yeah, easy. Yeah, just keep in mind, dude. A lot of these compound lifts, you don't need to do that many reps, right? Keep it between 5 to 8, right? With these compounds, like lat pull downs, benching. Keep those small because you can't load as much. You got to load the compounds and lift heavy. So you got to lift less reps on those ones. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind. All right, fellas. On to our cable rows, right? Now with these ones, I need you to pay attention, okay? This is one of those workouts where I see a lot of people don't know how to do it. And there's 2 ways you can do it, really. So I like to use this curled bar, right? The cables are good too. When you're using the bar, first of all, you don't want to bend your elbows, right? You want to keep your arms straight. Keep them as straight as possible. Slight bend maybe, but mostly straight. And as you're coming in, you're gonna tilt your upper body up. See? Once you're right here, you should already feel it in your lats. Boom, right? Chest out, chest out. Hold it right there. One sequential motion, right? Boom, or boom. And make sure you're rowing, right? You're rowing it down, boom. It's a row, right? None of this, bro. Like none of this, right? You're not engaging your lats as much like this, right? Yeah, now we're adding some weight. Now you can see me do this with the weight attached to it. Watch how I keep the form intact. You know what I'm saying? Boom, straight. Bro, boom, straight. Bro, boom. See, it's like that. Pretty heavy though, I won't lie. We're gonna do 3 sets of 8. Last week I did this weight. Right now I'm doing 125 pounds. Did this weight for 7, 3 sets. Today we're gonna go 8, right? Let's do my son. All right, guys. I'm gonna go in some shoulders, some shoulder movements. Okay. I'm gonna start off with some lat raises. Keeping it simple. You wanna do reps for this. You wanna load up the shoulders a little bit. If you want some shoulders like this, Nick. If you want some shoulders like this, Nick, you're gonna have to load up this shit. Do more reps. Really put some volume towards it, right? So I do 4 sets of 12. And now we got ourselves a cup of 25. All right, let's hit that shit. Easy 12, man. Too much stuff. Got too much stuff. Keep in mind, when you're doing these lateral raises, right? You want to avoid bending forward and doing them, right? Because at that point, you're working out your traps. Because even if you're just without weight, I want you to bend forward a little bit and do this. And tell me where you really feel it. Traps. You're going to feel it right here. Like, look, visualize this. Boom. Look at what's contracting. It's my traps, right? So you want to try and lean back as much as you can so that you're literally targeting your shoulders, right? It gets tough, but at least give it a try. You know what I mean? Now we're going to do some shrugs, right? Really build those traps. A lot of people tend to avoid shrugs, just basic shrugs, expecting their traps to just grow all of a sudden, but it's not how life works, unfortunately. So for these, you're gonna squeeze up top, right? Start here, squeeze. 2 seconds, slow down. Squeeze. 2 seconds, slow down, right? Get my traps nice and warm. Today we're gonna do 90s, right? So last week we did 85s. I like to do 4 sets of 10. Really get that load in there. You know what I mean? And also, might I add, if your grip isn't the greatest, do not let that sacrifice your gains. Okay? Grab yourself some straps, grab yourself some chalk, right? Do not let grip be a factor as to why you can't lift the weight. Grip strength can always be built, but that weight needs to move. Fuck, nigga. All right. So yeah, load up this one and a really great traps. Just don't do a weight you know that you can't keep the form on. You know what I mean? Make sure you're really contracting up there. All right. Now it's time to have some fun with this. So as you can see here, I have two workouts basically side to side. So to finish off my upper hypertrophies, I finish off with two supersets. This is the first one. This one is incline curls, and you superset that with overhead tricep extensions, right? So I'll show you what that looks like right now. So you go boom, and start off here. Set your incline to about to like a 3, maybe even a 2. Boom. Lean back. Lean back. Just want to go slow negatives. Explode up. Slow negatives. Explode up. And no brakes. Gonna come here. Ooh, a little wobbly. A little wobbly. It's like I said, it's a superset. You're gonna rest between your sets, right? Yeah, if you don't incorporate supersets in your workout, you should. They're fun. They're fun to do. And plus, they're efficient. Then we'll move on to our last superset of the day. Some people hang you up to dry like a towel rack. I'm all about I give the rest of the vowels back. Come on. Weezy really is a GOAT, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Best rapper alive, bro. Ray Charles to the bush and I hop up on that dick and do a full split. So anyway, this is our last superset of the day. I'm gonna do some cable curls, right? And then we're gonna superset into some barbell or easy bar curls. Just 2 sets for this one, right? 2 sets of 8 each. All right, let's get this shit started, man. Oh, I'm gonna finish up one more set. And I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here. And if you really want to know the logic behind doing this, think about it this way. In order for you to really know how to exercise a muscle, you need to know how to contract it. You need to know what movements are going to contract it, and you need to know how to contract that muscle, right? Mind and muscle connection. For example, a muscle that's really hard for people to hit is your rear delts, right? Because people don't know how to contract them. When you practice the back movement like this, when you practice this, like boom, when you practice that, like right here, you're contracting your rear delts, right? Right here, the rear delts are getting contracted, right? So the more you learn how to, do the back pose, just to do this. If you know how to do this, trust me, all your pulling movements are gonna feel so much more efficient. A lot of people don't know how to lift their lats, Go ahead and practice this one too. Boom. Yeah, man. Hard work, bro. Straight grind, Nick. Straight grind, bro. Go ahead and start posing after your workouts, bro. Especially after upper body days, because, I mean, you know, people even know how to flex their chest. You don't know how to flex your chest, motherfucker? See? No mind to muscle. It's all mind to muscle body like connection. That's what it is. So yeah, anyways, fellas, that was your hypertrophy day. And as you already know, you know the vibes, nigga. You know the vibes. But yeah, that's probably my longest day, to be honest, because, I'm doing a lot of muscle groups. But, so one day I make the sacrifice. Like the workout takes you about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. Whereas usually my workouts take me about an hour 15 ish. So yeah, man, just, as long as you're doing those workouts at some point during the week, you'll be fine. You don't have to follow suit 100%, but make sure you're getting in that volume, right? That's what's important. Make sure you're really hitting those muscles and start posing for it, Nick. After your workouts, bro, go and practice flexing the muscle. Because if you can't flex a muscle, you're not gonna be able to work it out to its full potential. If you can't flex it, that's what posing helps you with, right? That's why bodybuilders do it. That's why it's such a big thing. Because if you want to be able to hit a muscle, especially the tough ones, you gotta know how to pose. So keep that in mind. But you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe. The whole shaboom. I'll catch you next time, man. Next time.